Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to know, what was it like working with Sarah?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I knew Sarah from back in New York. We had known each other through auditioning and stuff. And God, I mean, she's a lot younger than me. And I was really always impressed with her work ethic. Being so young and being, I mean, what was she, like 19 when she started Buffy, or 18, something like that? And I mean, she worked her ass off and never complained and was very focused and dedicated and also very gracious. So she really was amazing. And I have so much respect for her, especially at that age, because when I was 19, I could barely get to class. So I was impressed by her work ethic.
Thank you.
Hi there, I have a two-part question.
Okay.
First part is,
Are you okay?
at the end of season 4 in Dexter.
Yes.
You're
What
written
happened?
You're written out of the story.
What happened? Somebody tell me.
Was it a mutual agreement? Was it
No.
a contract thing? Or
No.
You
No.
want to try different work? Or?
No. I can't name one actor that would want to be taken off a show like that. No, it was not my choice. However, and they told me an hour before they put out the script, and that's the nature of the business. I mean, I know it sounds shocking, but you know, they have to renew your contract every year, so there's no such thing as job security in television. And so, you know, your job as an actor is to bring a storyline to life and to do what the writers ask of you. And you don't have any ownership over the character or the story unless you're a producer. But when you're just, you know, what I call a hired gun, you know, my job is to bring a storyline to life. So, you know, they let me know beforehand, an hour beforehand. And you know, in many ways, it was. Thank God I didn't have too much time to think about it until after. Yeah, I mean, it was not by my. I wasn't requesting to be off the show by any means. I loved playing Rita. I loved working with Michael C. Hall and Jennifer Carpenter, and I loved the producers and the writers, and you know, we were very much a family. It just was, they wanted a shocking ending. They wanted something to change the game. And unfortunately, Rita's the only one you could have killed aside from Dexter that really would have changed the game. If you killed Dexter, then what?
The second question is, what was the experience like working with Sylvester Stallone and Rambo?
It was awesome. It was really awesome. You know, we filmed in Thailand, in the northern jungles of Thailand, so that alone was an amazing experience. But I mean, he's such an iconic figure, and to be a part of that franchise, and to be the only girl that actually survives at the end of a Rambo movie.
Yeah.
I hope they never do another one again, because I don't want, you know, I want to wear that title of being the only woman to survive. I think there was a woman in Rambo 2 who got killed as soon as she said, "Take me with you." And then she got like an arrow or something. Dead. Sorry. But it was an amazing experience. He wrote and directed the film as well. And he's brilliant. He's a brilliant filmmaker. And I really understood why he is who he is. I mean, his dedication to his work, he's the most dedicated person on set, 150%. And he helped me raise the bar on my game. You know, when I saw that it takes that kind of commitment and that level of commitment to be a star, it really makes you realize how hard you have to work. And I mean, he was in there digging in pig shit and doing all sorts of crap. I mean, he just, and things that you wouldn't even think that Stallone would do, he was doing. It was amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi.
I just want to know, when you were cast as Rita on Dexter, did you know anything about the show beforehand? And like, what was your reaction that it was like, oh, this is a show that everybody roots for a serial killer?
Well, that was kind of bizarre. Imagine that pitch. No, I actually, they sent me the script, and I loved the script so much. And in the very beginning, I was actually auditioning. They didn't know where I fit in the beginning, so I was auditioning for Rita and for Deborah. And I really thought I was Deborah because I just wanted to swear. I was tired of playing like
Still be on the show, too.
yeah, I know, right? To like swear on television to me was like the coolest thing. But as soon as I walked into the room, they took one look at me and they went, "Oh my God, you're our Rita." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll take Rita." I'm like, "I'll do craft service even just to be part of the show." What really appealed to me about the script was it was the kind of programming that I like to watch. It's provocative, it asks questions, it doesn't feed you any answers, and it really makes you kind of grapple with your own moral code. I mean, it is that weird thing where you find yourself rooting for this serial killer, but he's a serial killer. So you're in that constant questioning of what he's doing right, is it wrong? Why do I feel so compelled? Like, why do I feel this emotion for him? And yet he's killing. I mean, he's not just killing like, gunshot to the head. I mean, he's torturing, he's maiming, he's chopping them up, throwing them into the ocean. I mean, he's not nice. But you find this, you have this love for him, and I think that's what's so compelling about the show and why it is Dexter.
Because I know myself, it took me a couple episodes to get over the initial
Right.
thing, just to get used to it, and now I love the show. I mean, as sickening as that sounds, but I love the show.
But it's really groundbreaking and provocative, and it's why it's on cable channels. You can't do that kind of show on a major network; it just won't work. And it's great. It's like watching. It's like being in it is like being in a feature film every week. It's how it felt.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
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 I'm just wondering, when you were on set with John Lithgow, were you scared out of your mind? When I see him now in anything, I get goosebumps.
No, he's really lovely, actually. I mean, you gotta remember, I didn't know I was gonna die, so I figured as long as I didn't have any scenes with him, I was safe. Little did I realize.
Yeah.
You don't have to have scenes with him to actually be killed by him.
Imagine he's just this sweet guy until the cameras are rolling.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I never really worked with him, so I wasn't there on set on the days he was working. I mean, I would see him at the table reads, and he was definitely had a level of creepiness at the table read, but he was also very sweet. I mean, he's a wonderful, wonderful man and a wonderful actor. And I think he's on How I Met Your Mother right now, so,
All right, thank you.
thanks.
Hello.
Hi.
How did you prepare? I mean, I know you said you didn't have much time to prepare for your final scene as Rita, but how do you get into that mind space and the physical space in order to pull off such a poignant performance?
All I had to do was lie in a bathtub of blood dead.
Damn good. Like, how?
A lot of alcohol. No, the hardest part for me was I knew that we had 10 days left of shooting, so I knew before everybody else. I knew in those final 10 days what was happening. The crew didn't know, and I wasn't allowed to tell anybody. So it was hard filming that last episode, just going to work. I would have moments where I'd sit at home going, it was just hard. The idea that I wasn't going to be playing Rita anymore it was hard for me. I loved her so much, and a lot of tears, a lot of alcohol, a lot of laughs. For the final scene, they only told the crew an hour before we went to shoot it, and that was very difficult because I've been with the crew for 5 years at that point, and you're watching like the big burly grips and even Transpo crying. They couldn't believe it, and so I tried to have fun with it. My boyfriend has a really wonderful sense of humor, and he came to set and decorated my trailer like a morgue. And he brought a tombstone that said "Rest in Peace," like one of those styrofoam tombstones. And so I took it and floated it in the tub. I was trying to have fun and make it not so like a final goodbye, but because it was a great 4 years, and I wanted to celebrate that. But it was hard. I mean, I'd have scenes with Michael where I'd look at him and just burst into tears for no reason because I knew like this was it. And everyone would look at me like I was nuts. But once it came out why, then everyone understood why I was so upset the last episode.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Now it's going to hit the internet, all of that, isn't it?